What is up, everybody? It's John Metacreator. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Can we just have a brief and honest conversation about something? All right, let's go. What is up, friends? Oh, let's bring it in. This might be a short vlog for the day, which is great. It is, what is it? It's Wednesday, and Wednesday is a great day. Wednesday is one of my more important and fun days in and around the startup and the community because Wednesdays is all staff meeting when I get to check in with my team and we talk about all things product, talk about technology, we talk about what we're building as a team and as an early stage startup. Obviously, we're building the Meta platform, the Infinite Game Machine, the IGM. I call it the Infinite Game Machine. It's so cool because it's all about having fun. But I don't want to talk about that. What I really want to talk about is something very, very specific. Let's talk about how Bitcoin has changed my life. Bitcoin has changed my life. Let's just talk about that, shall we? All right. So here's the scoop, my friends. We'll take it back. A little bit of a history lesson real quick. But in 2015, May 23rd of 2015, a little bit more than 6 years ago, I made my first real purchase and investment in Bitcoin. I shared it on a blog post, link below in the description. May 23rd, I hope I'm getting that right, 2015, I was invited to Coinbase. I got my $10 like free affiliate or joining fee or something. That was awesome. And then I immediately bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. Bitcoin at the time was priced at $240.04, 240.04, if I remember that correctly. And I was able to buy a little bit more than 4 BTC, 4 full Bitcoins for $1,000. I know for all of you Bitcoiners out there, that's just like, oh my God, that's so painful. What an amazing price. That's right, I bought early. But so 6 years ago, a little bit more than 6 years ago, I made my first purchase, my first capital purchase into Bitcoin and promptly forgot about it. What I did was actually a few months later, I sold most of that position. Cannot quite remember why. Probably because I was in some financial situation that I need to kind of get myself out of and need a couple, maybe $1,000 more bucks. I don't know, but I sold most of that position and then I promptly forgot about it entirely. I was just honestly just way too busy. And then fast forward a few years later, and my brother and I started a new company together called Yen, and he reintroduced me to the power and the amazing technology of Bitcoin. And then we made more purchases, and here we are today. So what happened in the last 5 to 6 years? That's a great question. I'm having fun just moving around my new house here in Hawaii. Anyway, so here's the thing, friends. The last 6 years of my life has been really, really hard. Being a full-time startup CEO and entrepreneur is hard. I think that's pretty obvious to most folks who understand relatively what that's like. Like when I'm saying like hard, I mean like soul-crushing hard. Like I really feel like in many periods of the last 3, 4, or 5 years, I feel like I was gonna die. It's been so hard to do this. And my financial situation hasn't fundamentally changed insofar as my total overall compensation. Because I'm the founder and CEO of a business, I get to determine my own salary, and I don't pay myself that much. Definitely not kind of normal, typical, wage. You just can't. I can't afford to pay myself what I'm worth. I need to pay other folks to help me build stuff. And there were actually a couple of years in the last 4 to 5 years where I didn't pay myself anything. I didn't pay myself anything for almost 2 years. Working for other projects or kind of making some investments with my time with the hopes to gain some kind of capital rewards later. Donating my time to future projects and promises of compensation, as I know that many entrepreneurs and builders and creatives and artists do as well. Many of you have probably traded your time with the hope of a future promise of some sort of compensation later. I know what that's like. I've done that too. And so the last 4 or 5 years they have really stretched and challenged us as a family to figure out how we can afford our lifestyle. It's been hard. It's been crazy. And the financial crises of the last 3 or 4 years, the pandemic has not made any of this better. In fact, it's made it even harder. Probably know what I'm talking about. Oh, this is one of the better views in the house. And a little bit of a playroom back here. So to kind of bring it all together in a little neat package, over the last 5 to 6 years, my lifestyle has not changed. I have been focusing 100% on trying to build my company, which is really hard. I'm trying to be an amazing dad, or at least legitimate, available, somewhat aware father, and also engaged husband. All of those things are very difficult. I mean, all of that stuff. All of you know what that's like. Life is hard. But what was different, what I was doing over the last 4, 5, 6 years, was I was making small intentional deposits and investments into my future with the hope that this technology, this game-changing, life-changing technology called Bitcoin would do what it said it would do. I believed that the math, the transparent math that powers the Bitcoin network and the blockchain and the financial outcomes around BTC, I believed that those promises, that mathematical proof was real. And for a lot of folks, they thought I was crazy. And in a lot of ways, sometimes I do feel like I'm crazy. Like, why would I invest in digital magic money? It comes out of nowhere. It doesn't though. I just need to stand up because I like to move and gesticulate. So it's crazy. I was making small weekly deposits into Bitcoin. We call this DCA, dollar cost averaging. And if you actually look back between May 23rd of 2015, and if you dollar cost average $100 every week for 6 years to May 23rd, 2021, that's 6 years precisely, that's approximately a total investment of $31,400. Or let's just say about $30,000 over a 6-year period. That's about $5,000 a year that I invested sequentially into Bitcoin. And the total investment, as I just said, was $30,000. But guess what? The total value of that $30,000 over the last 6 years is now worth in today's price for Bitcoin. Let's just say it's worth $35,000. The current value of that investment, the initial investment over the last 6 years, is now worth almost $900,000. That's approximately a 2,600% increase.
The key to making money in a situation like this is to position yourself now before the settlement.
Let's just sit on that for a second. For a total investment size of $30,000 over the last 6 years, I have earned more than $870,000. If you kind of minus, $900,000 minus the $30,000 investment, you get $870,000. Generally speaking, the price is moving. But guess what? When that price was at $60,000 for Bitcoin, I just mind fucking blown. So let's just be honest. Let's just be candidly, transparently honest about the real deal, bottom line, TLDR truth that is this vlog, which is this. Bitcoin has changed my life in every meaningful way. Financially is the more obvious metric. It's the more obvious signal, right? I am doing things that I was previously unable to do with my life and my family, and now I can do those things. The proof, as they say, is in the pudding. To even be more transparent, not that I'm less transparent, but to be even more candid perhaps. Let's just be real. Let's be real. 5 years ago, I was more than 6 figures in debt. I'm not ashamed about that. A lot of people carry debt. It's very typical, and if you carry a mortgage, if you own a home, you're in debt, baby. So many of us are used to carrying this mountain of debt. But I had some personal loans that I had taken out, and I was struggling. That was 5-6 years ago. I had more than 6 figures of personal debt. Now, today, I'm entirely debt-free. I live in 2 of the most expensive places on the planet, at least currently, today's 2021 period, and I have more freedom. I have more creative, artistic, operational lifestyle freedom than I've ever had in my life. And what can you say? What can I really say outside of just, look, this is what Bitcoin did. Bitcoin fixed this. They fixed my life. Bitcoin has made my life amazing. And when you encounter a technology that's so game-changing, that literally transforms your life from something to something better, I feel like it's your responsibility. It's my it's our responsibility. For those who get it, for those who are in the know, I think it's our responsibility to go tell as many people as we possibly can about this life-changing event. My life is objectively better in every way, shape, and form because of what Bitcoin has done in my life and the intentional, small, but repeated deposits over the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Thank God for Bitcoin. I do not say that lightly. Thank God for Bitcoin. It is amazing. And that's why I have to talk about it so often. That's why I have to talk about it all the time, because if you're not in this thing, if you're not using this technology, what are you doing? Anyway, so I wanted to share one final piece of information before I go, before this vlog is over. This might feel like a crazy advertisement for Bitcoin, and it is because it is. is. It is because it is. But it's not that I'm pressuring you to do anything outside of what you normally are doing anyway. You are already making investments in certain areas of your life. You may not be doing them sequentially. You may not be doing them based on a transparent math. You may not be doing them on any other type of system or strategy other than you were thought you should and you were told you should invest into your future. And what I'm saying is that Bitcoin is probably, I think, maybe the single best, boringly transparent investment that you can make and be really bank on the promise of a very healthy return. If you believe me, if you've been following me for any amount of time, if you trust what I say, can I leverage that trust a little bit and just say, hey, Bitcoin's a big fucking deal. And I would love to share more of what I know about it and how it's transformed my life so that it can help you. And what I've done and what this vlog is really about is just sharing that I've launched a specific room in yen.chat specifically for Bitcoiners, specifically where we can talk about Bitcoin, blockchain technology, decentralized finance, and where I can share all of this information with you freely all the time. Whenever you want, just hit me up, ask me a question, AMA. I would love to serve you in that way. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Ugh, I'm just so excited about it. All right, so we're back, my friends. We're back. That was my temporary office here, but check it out, yen.chat. It's a brand new place for us to chat about all things Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, blockchain. I would love for you to join me there and honestly just give you the gift of this knowledge and share how I invest and my strategies and all that stuff. Again, no, this is not financial advice in whatsoever. I have to say that for legal reasons, but as you know, I'm your friend, I'm your colleague, I'm your peer, and I'm a fellow meta creator, metaverse citizen. I would love to see you there. Anyway, love you all. Hope you're all are kicking ass, and I will see you later.